tired of people knocking on my door, so I'm making a no soliciting sign. We get a lot of knocks from people and it's just easier if I have a sign. So I got this at the Dollar Tree and I had some craft paint. I'm gonna mix with water to try and whitewash a little bit. Just one, it'll dry faster, and two, that will hopefully still show a little wood. It's not like there's a great grain on this since it's just a cheap thing from the Dollar Tree. Once I finish whitewashing and get it all dry, which it looks like it's gonna be difficult because my paint is old, there's like crusties in it, I am going to use a little template I made on Canva, which I'll show. Yeah, this is, I might rub it on with a rag, we'll see. I did end up grabbing a napkin and just kind of rubbing it on, but then I didn't love the streaks, which weren't too bad, but I just preferred, so I actually am doing a little like kind of splotching just to kind of even it out. I don't want a perfectly solid coat anyway, because most of it's going to be taken up with words. So that's kind of how I want it actually. And I'm debating what color to do the words. I printed out these, and I'm going to get my transfer paper, but I have a tip for that if you don't have transfer paper. Oops, my painty hands got in the way. Lately, I just cannot do anything without making a giant disaster. Like, I got it all over myself, the sink, the floor. Like, good grief, it's not even that big of a project. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's gotten into me lately. For my words, I went on Canva and made a little template, kind of what I wanted to say, and laid it out and made it curved. Let's see, and there's my bottom part. And I do have like a transfer paper that I can put down, trace over these words with a pencil, and it'll appear on my sign that I'm making. But I only recently got that. I actually got it for using for watercolor when I wanted to trace something and then practice my painting. When I made signs before, which I'll show you one that I made without it, there's a technique my mom taught me where you take, it's gonna be a little hard to show because I messed this up, but so this is the words that I want. On the back, you just color the whole thing with just a regular pencil, then flip it over so it's this side up and trace just the outline lightly of all the letters. And then because you colored on the back with that pencil, it will transfer when you trace over the top. It will kind of push it down onto whatever you're making. Now, one thing to be aware of is you don't want to push too hard, because you will, like, because I'm using a cheap wood, especially on a cheap wood, you'll indent. But you want to press hard enough that the graphite on the back transfers to your either painted or wood surface. And I'm going to show you the sign that I did that on before. So it looks okay, except I messed up and put this blank, like this was supposed to be up here, so I left too much of a space. So that's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is find a little design or flower or something to make it cute anyway that I'll put right here. And then all of this is like penciled on, so I could leave it, but I think I'm gonna paint it. And I don't think I wanna use Sharpie because sometimes they bleed. So I'm gonna try painting it. So I'll try to show that when I get to that part, but I'm gonna try and think of something for this section. This little project's going from like bad to worse, but I don't know if I even care. So I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, I tried to fill in that gap, but the contact paper must have shifted, so I've got a gap here. The other problem is I can't erase the pencil. So for this, it's fine because I was probably gonna use a dark color anyway, but for this, when I paint on it, one, I don't know if it'll smear, and two, the outlines will still kind of show, but I think that's all right. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Overall, it's good enough for like $1.25 and some time.
Make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. I try to cover a range of topics so that you can find more joy in your day-to-day life